Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I have a new pattern for you this week, and this time it's a chunky boba that can be used as a standalone plush or be made into a keychain. I wanted to make something just kind of cute and simple this week because I'm still working on some bigger projects, and I hope you guys just have a lot of fun making it. So let's just go ahead and jump right into the video. For this project, you'll need fine weight pink, brown, green, and white yarn. You'll also need a 2mm hook, a needle, a keychain if you want to make that, 6mm eyes, some craft glue, and some black felt. We're going to start this pattern by grabbing our brown yarn and our 2mm hook, and we're going to start with a magic circle. And if you don't know how to do that, I have a video right here that explains how to do it. Chain 1 to secure it. And we're now going to insert 6 single crochets into the circle. Pull the circle closed. And for this next row, we're just going to put an increase in each stitch around, bringing our total stitch count to 12. For row 3, we're going to start with a single crochet into the first stitch, and then an increase into the second. We're going to repeat this all the way around for a total of 18 stitches. For row 4, we're going to begin by making a single crochet into the first 2 stitches, and then an increase into the third. We're going to repeat this all the way around for a total of 24 stitches. For the next row, we're going to put a single crochet into each stitch around, but we'll be doing it in the back loop only. And now for rows 6 through 9, we're just going to put a single crochet in each stitch around. We're now going to start row 10 by putting a single crochet into the first 3 stitches, and then an increase into the fourth. We're going to repeat this all the way around for a total of 30 stitches. And now for rows 11 through 17, we're just going to put a single crochet in each stitch around. You should now have something that looks like this, and we're now going to go into the very first stitch and finish off with a slip stitch. We're then going to cut off a short tail, pull all the way through, and then put this piece aside for later. For this next part, you're going to grab your white yarn now and still use your 2mm hook, and we're going to begin with a magic circle. Chain 1 to secure it, and we're now going to insert 6 single crochets into the circle. Pull the circle closed, and for this next row, we're just going to put an increase in each stitch around, bringing our total stitch count to 12. For row 3, we're going to start with a single crochet into the first stitch, and then an increase into the second. We're going to repeat this all the way around for a total of 18 stitches. For row 4, we're going to begin by making a single crochet into the first 2 stitches, and then an increase into the third. We're going to repeat this all the way around for a total of 24 stitches. For row 5, we're going to put a single crochet into the first 3 stitches, and then an increase into the fourth. We're going to repeat this all the way around for a total of 30 stitches. And now for rows 6 through 12, we're just going to put a single crochet into each stitch around. Once those 7 rows are done, your piece should look like this, and we're now going to grab our cut piece from before, and we're going to start connecting these pieces together. So to start that, we're going to insert our hook into the first stitch, as well as the first stitch of the cup. We're then going to make a single crochet going through both of those stitches. So again, we're going to go into the second stitch of the lid and the second stitch of the cup, and we're going to make a joint single crochet. And we're just going to repeat this process until we have about 10 stitches left, and I'll meet you back when you have that done. So before we fully close up our boba, we're going to now add the eyes and also stuff it. So I grabbed these 6mm eyes, and you can play around with the placement, but I ended up liking them about 2 rows down in the brown cup and about 5 or 6 stitches apart. We're now going to stuff it, and you're going to make sure to stuff both parts of the top and the bottom, and we're going to stuff it pretty firmly. With that done, we can now close up the rest of our boba. So brief from the future here, and it actually looks better if we now do another row of single crochets going around the lip of the lid. And we're now just going to finish off with a slip stitch. Okay, so now we're going to start working on the face. So you're going to grab your pink yarn for the blush, and we're going to cut off a piece about 18 inches long, thread our needle, And basically I want it to come down kind of diagonal right underneath the eyes, so I'm just going to pull up a stitch and then make a diagonal line about 3 stitches across, and we're going to just hold this little tail so it doesn't go anywhere. And we're not going to re-enter through the same stitch and exit through the same stitch we just did. And we're going to repeat this step one more time. And then now we're going to go back through the stitch we first entered from, and we're going to now shoot across the face to the other side of the eye. So again, we're going to cut diagonally about 3 stitches, and we're going to wrap it 3 times. We're now going to go through the stitch we just came out from and shoot across once again to the stitch we first entered through. We're now going to make a double knot with these 2 tails, cut off the excess, and then push it into the face. So to make the smile, we're just going to grab some embroidery thread, and basically I want the middle 4 stitches between the eyes to be the smile. So I'm going to stick my needle through those 4 stitches. I'm then going to pull through, and then I'm going to go back through the same stitch we entered through, but I'm going to come out a row below in the middle. I'm now going to loop underneath the dash we just made and pull down, and it should make a cute little V. And I'm now just going to re-enter through the stitch we came out from and come out through the stitch we just entered through. I'm going to now cut the 2 tails, make a double knot, and then stuff it into the face. And now our Boba's face is all done. So the last thing to do is we're going to make our straw, so I'm going to make mine green, and we're going to start with a magic circle. Chain 1 to secure it, and we're now going to put 7 single crochets into the circle. Pull the circle closed. So now for rows 2 through 6, we're just going to put a single crochet in each stitch around. And once you have that, we're just going to start firmly stuffing our straw. And then we're going to fasten off with a slip stitch. Cut off a long tail for sewing, and then pull all the way through. So now we're going to start sewing on our straw, and you can decide where you want to put it. I kind of wanted it off to the side like this. And we're just going to start sewing it on. So the last step to complete our boba is of course the boba, so we're going to grab our black felt and we're just going to start cutting little circles. I ended up with a size around this big, and you're just going to start cutting a lot of them. I ended up cutting 11 total. So I have all my felt circles kind of balanced where I want them, and I'm going to grab my craft glue, and you can use hot glue too if you want. And I'm just going to go ahead and start gluing these on. And now our little boba is complete, and if you want to do the keychain option, you're going to grab a keychain, and we're going to take our crochet hook, and wherever you want to place the keychain, we're going to pull up a stitch and stretch it out with our hook. We're then going to open up the jump ring with our fingers or some pliers, and we're now going to scoop up that stitch we just stretched out and close the jump ring back up with your fingers. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Again, this is just kind of a fast and simple idea I had while I'm working on some bigger projects. Comment down below anything you want me to start crocheting for the fall time or anime related. I'd really like to hear your guys' suggestions. And I guess I'll just see you all in the next video. Bye!